I'm Maya Nash, and I am pagan and proud. I'm also the resident psychic here in Nyack. I've been at my shop for 21 years at 85 South Broadway, Nyack. And I don't know if I'm getting ahead of us, but one thing that people ask me all the time, does a psychic need to be a witch and does a witch need to be psychic? No and no. It has nothing to do, one has nothing to do with the other. First of all, we're all psychic. It's how much we open, it's how much we use it. Everyone has intuition, and everyone should learn to trust that. But for me, it started with kind of knowing things before they happened, or hearing things, or just sensing something was off or something was wonderful. And there was no name for it in my family. I believe that my father, my grandmother were very intuitive, but there was never any psychic people in our house. Like my kids now, they're used to psychics, artists, witches. And why I use the word witch is because I want to bring a positive light to it. I don't want people to think that we sacrifice babies or animals or anything like. Witch means wise one. And I think that we should all be free to be whatever we want to be. And raised Catholic right here. And believe me, I loved the ritual of the Catholic Mass. But certain things in my personal life, it just wasn't meshing. So this woman and her daughter kind of took me under their wing, and they practiced a nature-based religion. They worshipped, I was raised to worship the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And in paganism, we worship the male and the female aspects. That was so new, and I was terrified that I was going to get punished, but it brought me a lot of comfort. The other thing that really intrigued me, the holidays were similar to holidays we celebrated, but it was always outside. There was festivals in the autumn. There were huge bonfires welcoming the sun back in winter. And for some reason, I got a lot of comfort from that, from practicing that way. But in those days, there was no internet. You couldn't go online and say, what am I? And so it was just a lot of time spent at the library and spent either on the phone or sneaking down to the city. But I always was drawn, before I even knew anything, the moon always intrigued me. As a little girl, I'd be in the backyard smushing roses and water, and my Nana would save fancy jars, and I'd make potions. How did I know to do that? My kids now would know, okay, let's go to Mom, she's got a potion, but it just, I've always been drawn to nature and the moon, and it just worked for me. I think it saved my life. It just kind of grew, and the amazing thing was how everything just started falling into place, and the rest is herstory, as they say.